We're texting, we talking, all that. 2 weeks in, I finally get the courage, the balls to just ask him what his peen looking like, because I just want to know. I done been disappointed before, and it was in a relationship, and because I'm such a relationship person, it was just like, okay, my next relationship, I done had to deal with all these average peens. I want some good. I want to feel like a woman, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be 20. I want to have like some grown folk get down. I want to knock boots. I want to knock boots. Babies, how y'all doing? We're gonna keep this intro real short, real cute. I'm Sweet Pea, your average, not so average black girl. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and we gonna hop right into it. Yes, very, very quick intro. My best friend is over there in the bed. I'm probably gonna ask her questions off of the side to like remember certain things. Hopefully, between either one of us, we'll remember. Y'all know we do backstory around here. We get real detailed. Backstory before the gist of the situation took place, before I got scams, before he played me, before I got trashed, before all this. Okay, the situation takes place in July and we're in January. So earlier in the year of last year, January, I was with my ex-boyfriend at the time. I was just tired of him. I was tired of asking the same old, just fed up. Okay, I was fed up with being fed up. So March, I broke up with him, but by the end of March, we was done. Like for real, done. Come May is when I think I came across this man. We gotta name this man. We're gonna name this man Broke J. We're gonna name him Broke J. Yes, very much Broke J, because he'll probably never be in any other story times, but I'm about to tell y'all everything. I do want to go ahead and make this disclaimer right now. I look back on these stories and I look back at these situations and I've healed from them. Not like, if I'm telling the story time, I've healed from it. Like, I don't care about it. I'm not ashamed of it. There's nothing I can say that's gonna hurt my feelings about it. I did it, and so what? It happened, and so what? Your commentary on it now ain't gonna do nothing about what done happened, okay? All I can do, and all you can do, hopefully, is take from what happens, learn a lesson, and not repeat the same thing and be insane. You know what I'm saying? Going into the story, just know that I was very much love deprived. I had a situation going on that was the beginning of me not speaking to my daddy, and I was going through a breakup at the time, and I was going through ego deaths and spiritual work. It was just a lot, okay? A bitch was crying every single day for 40 days straight. I kid y'all not. I woke up on the 40th day and realized I was crying. I cried every single day. I was coming out of a very deep depression, so I was happy and enthusiastic about what was next. You know, I was just ready to be out of that funk. So come May, like I said, y'all, newly single, and I remember I'm talking to one of my friends, and I'm like, you know, like, if I could really describe having a perfect boyfriend, or if I could pick the perfect boyfriend, he would be tall, he would be dark skinned, he would have locks, a couple tattoos, and if I, you know, like really probably tatted, but at least a couple tattoos. He would be really into Marvel so that he could explain Marvel movies to me, and he would have a big schlong. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Oh my God! That's what I said. That's what I said to my friend, and that's what the universe heard, because not even 2 weeks later, somebody pops up on my Instagram story. So y'all know I'm not on social media like that all the time, right? So I don't go through the stories and whatnot, but something told me go through the stories this day. I'm just clicking through the stories. Click. Okay, this boy pops up. We already named him Broke J, but also he looked like Squidward, like a handsome Squidward. I don't know how to explain it. And while we went to high school together, I remember I told him he looked like the handsome Squidward, and we hadn't talked since then. But I guess we had each other's Instagrams and stuff, because that's who pops up on my stuff, Broke J. For some reason, after that day, his story would keep popping up on my thing, and I would see him in my stories. So I'm like, oh, okay. Now, mind y'all, of course I call this nigga handsome Squidward, but he was cute to me back in the day. Like, I didn't have a crush on him, but he was just cute, and he was still cute now. If anything, he was even cuter, because, you know, he had that semi-grown man appeal, not grown man appeal, but you know. One day, he posts something about, like, oh, who's trying to go to the movies or whatnot. Y'all know I'm real slick with it. So I'm just like, eyes, and I'm like, oh, say less, when we going? Right, I slide up, I'm like, oh, say less, when we going? I guess he knew that I was in Charlotte and he wasn't, because he was like, damn girl, like, I'm not even in Charlotte. You know I would, all this. And then from there, we started talking. Okay, so we started texting, and we texting for like, I say about 3 days, but when I say we texting, well, we're texting on Instagram, so we're DMing. We're DMing for like 3 days, but we're DMing low-key like back to back to back to back to back. Like, I'm not waiting no longer than an hour, and he not waiting no longer than an hour from a text back from each other. And on the third day, it was just like Jesus had spoke to me. He was like,
ask him if he into Marvel movies.
No, I said it just like this. I'm like, question with a question mark. And I was just like, are you into Marvel movies with another question mark? And this boy proceeds to text me back, and he was like, am I? I very much am. I read the comics growing up. I'm just like, say less. So I'm like, so if we was to watch movies together, could you explain everything that's going on? He was like, very much so. At that point, delusion crept over my entire body. I was like, oh yeah, thank you, universe. God sent me you, right? So now in my head, I'm like, this is my man, my man, my man. There's no way. I just told my friend 2 weeks ago. He was the exact description of what I described, if in case y'all didn't pick up on that. The Marvel movies was just the tip of it. Like that, well, that was the cherry on top, because he was tall, he was dark skinned, he had dreads, he had tattoos, and he had the big schlong. Don't ask me how I know he had the big schlong. Not yet. I don't know yet, but I'm betting on it, okay? So mind y'all, I'm love sick, and now I done told the universe what I wanted. It's seemingly presenting itself to me. So I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm feeling myself. I'm like, I'm in my big one, I'm in my bag. We start talking, we're texting, all that. We move it over to the phone. Now we FaceTiming all the time. That was my little boo. Like, when my friends saw me and my friends was out, 9 times out of 10, I was either getting off the phone with him, on the phone with him, texting him, son. He lived in, we're not gonna say where he really lived. We're just gonna say he lived in Minnesota. So he lived in Minnesota. So he lived some hours away. So we're having like a little long distance thing. Even though the delusion did wash over me, and I'm like, this is my man, I also knew that this was my out of town man. I wasn't about to make my out of town man my main man. I did not revert to 16-year-old dumb bitch shit. Okay, 18-year-old done learned from her 16-year-old dumb bitch shit, but ain't learned quite enough yet. Okay, we're texting, we talking, all that. 2 weeks in, I finally get the courage, the balls to just ask him what his peen looking like, because I just want to know. I done been disappointed before, and it was in a relationship, and because I'm such a relationship person, it was just like, okay, my next relationship, I done had to deal with all these average peens. I want some good. I want to feel like a woman, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be 20. I want to have like some grown folk get down. I want to knock boots. I want to knock boots. I'm trying to listen to Tyrese. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cheesing just like how I'm cheesing now, y'all. It was big. It was big, y'all. It was big. Not too big, but it was big. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna get past what his peen look like. So now this is where it gets juicy, y'all. This is where the tea really start happening. We start to plan to see each other. We're like, all right, you know, I was like, so when you coming out here to see me? He was like, it's nothing but a flight. I was like, oh, bet. So when we about to do this? So we start planning it, and we planning it for after the 4th. So he's supposed to come on the 5th. So he's supposed to do what we gonna do on the 4th, have our little fun. So that was the original plan. But then we looked at the flights, and the flights was a little expensive. They was like $500 something. I wasn't in my nigga spend that bag phase yet. I was slowly getting into that. So I was just like, you know what? See if you can find like a train or like a bus or something, so that way it's cheaper, and then you can have more money to spend while you down here. So like I said, y'all, I was kind of into it, because I'm thinking, okay, so he spending that $500 on that ticket, he could spend $100 on this bus ticket, and then have an extra $400 to spend on me when he get down here. Because he's talking about we're gonna do date nights, we're gonna go out, get your stuff, all this type of stuff. So I'm like, yeah, you don't need a plane ticket that bad. He gets the bus ticket, right? So he gets the bus ticket. We talking about the 5th. Boom. I think this is about 2 weeks out that he does this, maybe 2-3 weeks. I don't know. I just know for however long I was waiting, I was excited as fuck to see him. I'm just like, yeah, my man coming soon, y'all. My man coming soon. Y'all not gonna hear from me, because my man coming soon. When he do come soon, I'll talk to y'all 3 days after that. He was gonna be here 5 days. We had made a budget for each day and everything. Like, we was like, cool, we really had it planned. Fast forward, y'all. I get my hair done. I take my hair out. I go get me some braids. I go get my eyebrows done. Like, the whole nine is my nails done. And I get a little wax. I'm feeling fly. I'm ready to see my man. Comes the 3rd. I cook the big little meal, cook some collard greens, some cornbread, some salmon, some mashed potatoes, some lima beans, you know, and some sweet tea. So I'm feeling real good because I'm like, oh, it's gonna be some leftovers for my man when he get here too, so he get to try my cooking. Like, it's just, I'm excited, I'm real happy. Right before my friends get there, I get like a little text message and he's telling me something's going on with like his grandma, the doctor's appointment. Essentially he can't come on the 5th, he gonna come on the 6th. I'm like, cool. I'm a little sad, but I can't control it. I'm just like, you know what, I still got my friends, we about to have us a good little time today. I just gotta wait one more day. I'm not tripping. I finished out my day and I talked to him after the end of the day, like after everybody done left. So it's probably like 12, 11, something like that. And when I called him, I can't remember the details of the situation because it's kind of petty stuff, but essentially, let me put it like this. Essentially, the grandma thing, the first reason he had to push it back. And then I called later on at night, we was talking, and then I was like, oh, well, how'd your grandma thing go, this? And then when I mentioned something, then he was like, oh, that might also be another possible issue. Whatever it was about him getting his check from his job. Now, mind y'all, I want to say this so clearly to y'all. This man was not broke. I know we call him Broke Jay, but this man was not broke at all. He had 2 jobs, okay? He had a manager or something job at like a USPS or FedEx or something like that. Because I had dealt with broke people before in relationships, and that was another thing that I didn't want to keep dealing with moving forward. I'm just really thinking he checks off all my boxes. Even though I know niggas be lying, y'all. Niggas do be lying. I do believe that whatever was going on with his check was going on with his check. I think things can be true and also false within the statement. He's saying something is wrong with his check and that he's not going to be able to get his check till pretty much next week. And he's like, you know, so I don't think I'll be able to come down. Mind y'all too, I'm a hairstylist. So I work, especially during the summer, I work as much as I can work because that's fast season. So I took off 5 days of work during summer. I took no. I lied actually, because what I did was I took off I think every other day, and then I had one client like in the morning. So I was like, when he get here, I'm gonna take off. Then the next day I'm gonna do one client in the morning, have the rest of the day with him. Next day take off. Next day have one client in the morning, have the like that type of thing. So I wasn't a complete, you know, like I was still gonna get my money. I was like, I'm not about to be booed up with you 24/7 all day. Like you can go do some shit while I'm doing my client. But anyways, I had already took off. It was literally like the day before he was supposed to come, so it's not like I would have been able to fill those slots as quickly as I would have had they been open like 2-3 weeks before. I'm just like, well, I'm not gonna be able to take off again no time soon. Essentially, you gotta come now. Like I done got my wax and everything. You gotta come now, nigga. Like, you know. We start talking. We trying to figure it out, y'all. We just trying to figure out how this is about to work. But he's more so on the tip of, you know, we can just do it when I get my check. And then I'm just like, well, how about if, and y'all, it was on me because I did do the initial offer, but this is what I said, well, how about, you know, I can cover what we do while you here. I was like, you know, we don't gotta do so much. We can really just kind of chill and, you know, do something here and there. I can cover it, and then when you get your check, you can pay me back. So I'm thinking like, oh, this is me kind of, I don't know, it's not doing too much because it's not, even though I'm spending my money initially, like it's my bit of coin coming out my pocket initially. Once he get his check, when he get back, I'm gonna get it right back. So it's not like I'm really paying for it, you know. I'm loaning the nigga, I'm fronting it. He agrees to that. He's like, cool, okay, you know, we'll do that. We can do that. Mind y'all, he told me he bought his bus ticket already. So I'm thinking he should already have the credit, the whatever and whatnot. And when he had said something about his grandma, he was like, don't worry, the bus ticket, the chance, whatever. We shouldn't have had to worry about the bus ticket, right? And mind y'all, this is like at 12 o'clock in the morning. I think we finally decide on what we're gonna do around 1 o'clock. And the bus that we decide on leaves at 5 o'clock in the morning. So this nigga got like 4 hours to get his life together and get on the bus to come down. He's like, oh, can you send me the money for the bus ticket? This, I don't know what it was, but when he said it, in my head, I thought like you should already have the bus ticket, but I knew it was 2 separate tickets. I knew it was one for the one down down there and the one, you know, that you had to pay for the one down and for the one back. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's just gonna use the credit for the one on the way back. I was just like, sure. So I went ahead and I sent the money for the first ticket, which was like, none of the tickets were more than $75. I sent the money for the first ticket, it's $75. He's like, you know, I got $50 on cash on me. I'm gonna give that to you as soon as I get there. I'm like, cool. And he was like, you know, and I'll send you the rest on the check, etc., etc. And I'm like, cool. We get him on the bus. He on the bus. He on the way down. I'm cleaning my house. You know, I'm cleaning everything, okay? Everything is clean. Every crevice of my body, every crevice of my house, everything is clean. Candles lit. I come around like an hour before I'm supposed to pick him up. I'm so nervous. My little stomach is just in knots. I put on me a little short pair of little black athletic shorts, like bike leggings. Why I always wear some black bike leggings when I'm meeting a nigga? They just do what they need to do, okay? Them black biker leggings, it's like, they gonna make your booty look good and it's gonna look like you're not trying, even though you did put a little bit of effort into finding them black leggings. Yeah. So I got to pick him up from the bus station, which is downtown. So I'm downtown running. What's the song? Downtown. Just left Pound. That's why I'm feeling like, oh yeah, I'm about to go to Pound Town after I get this nigga from downtown. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh my God! Wow!
So I'm just happy. I'm just excited. I'm about to see my man, my boo. Like, we about to watch Marvel movies all weekend. I'm about to finally understand what the fuck is going on in this Marvel universe. I'm happy. I go there, I pick him up. I'm so excited. He's like, you're not gonna give me no hug. Like, yes, think I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm gonna give you a little side hug. I'm a little nervous. I know you see I'm a little nervous. I know you feel my body shaking a little bit. So he in the car. We get back to my house. He's like, oh, this is nice, etc., etc. Back in the bed. Well, crazy thing is, we didn't even get in the bed. We actually stood out. We talked and stuff for like 3 hours in like the front area before we actually got into my bedroom. Yeah, he got here. And of course, y'all, you know, the act did take place. And it was not, let me put it like y'all, how do I describe y'all? It was not awful, but it most definitely was not the best that I had. And I was disappointed that it was not the best that I had, because I'm thinking, you're the biggest I done had, you got to be the best. That's when I found out that the size of the boat don't matter if you don't got the motion of the ocean down pat, okay? Did I say that right? I said that right. The size of the boat don't matter if you ain't got the wave of the ocean down pat. Yeah, okay, I said that right. The first time jitters, we gonna get it straight. Like, by the time he live here, we gonna have that grown folk do that knocking the boots, like, yeah, we just gotta give it time. Moving forward to the next part, which all this stuff from this point on is just kind of like little petty stuff. Well, not petty stuff, but small stuff in the grand scheme of things. He wanted to drink. We were supposed to get drunk together while he was here, so we got the alcohol. Couldn't find the alcohol. We didn't even get drunk. Went to so many different liquor stores. Could not find the liquor that we wanted. Ended up getting some moonshine shit. I did not like whatever the moonshine shit was, so I could not drink on it like that. I couldn't even take shots of it because it was so fucking nasty. And then he got what he got, but we was trying to drink on it, but we just did not get drunk. I was a smoker by this time, so I was smoking. I was satisfied with just smoking. I don't think he smoked, so come one day, maybe like 2 days before he's supposed to go, he's like, oh, do you want to go to the movies? Mind y'all know what I said when I picked him up and stuff. He was supposed to, and before, he was supposed to give me $50, right? Do you think I got that $50 when I picked him up? No. Do you think I got the $50 the first day? No. Do you think I got it the second day? No. So I'm like, oh, okay, maybe he decided he wanted to keep that 50 as like, I don't know, spending money or something. And he just, again, he gonna pay me everything when he get his check next week. Yeah, he's like, you want to go to the movies? I don't know what movie he was trying to go see. I don't know what movie we ended up watching, but he wanted to go to the movies. I'm thinking like, oh, okay, he about to use his $50 for us to go movies. So I'm like, oh yeah, sure, like, let's go to the movies. Mind you, he brought it up, okay? Like, I'm chilling in bed. He's like, do you want to go to the movies? I'm like, yeah, we can. We get to the movie theaters. Tell me why he stands to the side of me. Oh, So you want me to pay for the movies? I didn't even want to go see the movie. Like, I didn't. The movies was not on my mind. There was no movies in the movie theater that I wanted to see at the time or that I hadn't seen. So point is, it was a movie I didn't give a fuck about, and I ended up paying for it for us to watch it. He gonna pay me back. In my head, he gonna pay me back. He gonna pay me back. Like, he gonna pay me back. That happened, and then the day of him to leave comes. I'm just ready for this nigga to leave. Not for any particular reason other than the fact that it's been a certain amount of days and I'm tired. Like, I'm ready to be by myself. And I'm fed up because I done had to spend money and you still ain't give me this $50. And then come the night before he's supposed to go, he's like, oh, can you send me the money for the bus ticket back? I sent the money, y'all, because, I mean, what am I finna do? Leave you stuck here, nigga? But, I mean, I should've, because I'm sure somebody in his family or one of his friends or somebody could send him some money. But I just went ahead and I paid for it. I wasn't thinking about the fact that he was supposed to have already bought the first bus ticket and should have some type of credit or something for one of the bus tickets or been able to reschedule it, something. Anyways, I ended up paying for the second ticket, get back on the bus, and I head back to the house. And I'm the type of person where I feel like I'm not about to be like, oh, I miss you or nothing like that right away after I just dropped you off at the no. I'm gonna let you be. Like, we would just buy each other for hours, like back to back for days straight. Like, no, you can be on that shit. You're not gonna hear from me for a minute. So once he got on the bus and he made sure he was okay, I was like, safe travels. I text him safe travels. Probably about 4 hours later, I check in on him. I'm like, how's it going? This. He texts me like, oh, I just slept. This. He gets there. He gets home. And then from there, our communication, it doesn't really change. Like, we still talk for a little bit. I'd say about like a week later, once he was supposed to get his check and it's about that time to pay me, nigga, pay me, that's when he started acting funny. Long story short, y'all, he never paid me my money back or nothing. So he pretty much got a free trip to Charlotte for free. He never paid me back. He didn't send me my money back. That's the point, y'all. I paid for a whole nigga to get down here. I paid for his food while he was down here and everything. I felt like the biggest bozo afterwards because I was just like, wow, like, I really feel like I just feel like I hired a gigolo, like, and it wasn't even good. Whenever I think about this situation and like I'm probably like a little drunk or maybe I just don't give a fuck because I done definitely did it when I was sober because I'm probably about to do it right now too after I tell you. From time to time, because I had to send him the money on Cash App, I got him blocked his number, so from time to time I'll unblock him, his number and his Cash App, and I'll send him "you a broke ass nigga" to his phone, and then I'll request the money from Cash App.
Got him! Got him!
Just to remind you, you a bum ass nigga.
Still owe me money. Like,
and you still owe me. I'm never gonna forget that. Like, you're never gonna. Every time
request my $50, like, you still a bum
ass nigga. Like, I'm not gonna let you. Now and again, not all the time. It'll probably happen every like 6 months. I'll think about it and I'll be like, you know what? You was really a broke ass nigga. So I'll unblock him and be like, you a broke nigga. I hope you know that. And send it with like the little heart emoji and then request my money from Cash App. And am I about to go do that right now since I've been told the story time? Yes. And will it be my final time doing it? Absolutely. Because now I'm completely at peace. I'm gonna make my little coin off of this YouTube video. Once I get my watch hours to monetization. I don't know what else to say. Like I said, I just wanted this story to be real quick, simple, to the point. I'm about to make me a new vision board. No, I'm not doing a video on it because y'all did not give a fuck about the last vision board video I did. So why am I gonna keep trying to do it? I'm gonna do it again one time for a good time and do it. Now that I got like an editor and like better video quality, I'll redo it, but I'm not doing it this time. Y'all hoes know I love y'all. I'm not about to do that. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much, but I'm tired. Okay, I'm tired. I just sat here and did 2 story times, and I know y'all see them clothes over there. So yeah. Let me do that, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next motherfucking video. Yeah. And thanks for watching. Subscribe.